that you drunk a lighter, the end inside. Could be the end of the world as we know it. Might be the end of the world as we know it. Could be the end of the world as we know it. On Channel 9. The polar caps began to melt, destroying all the ocean shelves, freezing over in hell. 2012. Hey, crazy hobo ranting, Bible code in Heaven's Gate, Antichrist, smallpox, dirty bomb SARS. Wait a second, experts say never mind, right? Right. Could be the end of the world as we know it. Might be the end of the world as we know it. Could be the end of the world as we know it. I and
Welcome to Uncle Bobby Interviews a Celebrity, kind of. And today's celebrity is Howard Stern.
Oh, hello.
Thank you, Mr. Stern, for being here on the show. It's an honor. And what did you think what did you think about me when I first called you up and asked you to be on the show?
What's the problem? Why are you calling me?
Yeah, real funny. Well, you know, Howard, I'm drinking milk. And when I grow up, I'm going to be an amazing, famous DJ, just like yourself.
Oh, I don't understand.
Well, you see, Howard, I have this show out called Uncle Bobby Radio. I guess it's more of a station, or at least we're trying to get it that way. But basically, it's just a radio show that I do as a hobby. But it would be nice to become a superstar and get paid for it, millions of dollars like you do.
Hey, I'll pay $10,000 for the person who can get me a picture of Rosie O'Donnell's bowel movement.
Okay, cool. Well, that'll be plan B. Okay, how's that sound?
Enjoying the poontang out there, or what?
Oh well, no, I'm really actually I'm a married man, and she's how that is when you're married.
Oh my God! Imagine, how do you grow up in America and not know how to speak? You miss putting your hands down the pants of a woman, don't you?
Yeah, actually, I do. I do a lot. You know me so well, Stern. Well, I really do idolize you, and I really thank you for being on the show, Mr. Stern.
All right. Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Thank you.
That's okay, baby.
There you go, everybody. Howard Stern.
Let me get Steve Langford in here with his big penis.
Steve Langford has a huge penis.
You know, I didn't know. Back in the newsroom, Steve, you get a call from, like, Sour Shoes every day. He harasses you and all that stuff. Is that true?
Well, assuming it's him, it sounds like him.
You know what? They put together a tape montage of it. It's unbelievable. You must have gone berserk.
We're talking about 300 phone calls over.
But you know he was doing a phony phone call on you. Did you realize that?
Listen,
you got pranked.
300 times?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want me to call you 300 times?
No, but, that's
I've got work
when
to
you're
do.
part of the Howard Stern show, so you just hang up.
300 phone calls?
Listen, if I get a call like that, I just hang up.
300 times I'll call your place.
Call me,
and
I'll
it'll be
hang
fine.
up. I'll hang up. Not in your house, at work.
Well, I'm trying to do work. I can't do work if I got somebody calling me 300 times in a few days.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I can't do it.
Should I play it? Want to hear it?
Be my guest.
All right, here we go. Did you ever hear this, Robin?
No, I haven't.
Here's Sour Shoes, like, just fucking relentlessly bothering Steve Langford in the newsroom. Here we go. It's a montage of, like, I think this is the past 2 years or something.
Some might call it a prank call.
Right.
Other people might call it harassment and against the law.
Listen to this. Steve, you know what Steve does? He makes the classic mistake of, like, I'm going to have you arrested. It's the best, yeah.
The guys, it started out as Sour Shoes pranking him like 300 times a week, and then Richard and Sal sort of put this together just to annoy Steve.
Oh, okay. All right, let me hear this.
Hello. Hello.
Langford's got a big fat cock.
Sour Shoes again.
Imagine over and over and over.
Hello.
But I for something that big.
Hello?
Langford's got a big, huge cock. Steve Langford.
Hello?
You know how annoying Sour Shoes can be? Like, Sour Shoes used to follow me around and just do this like on the street wherever I was. And I finally just pulled him aside and said, you fucking stop it. you can go insane from him. And Will, for a while, was getting the Sour Shoes treatment. And
really?
he went berserk, too. But Steve does the absolute worst thing by... Then he starts lecturing Sour Shoes how he's going to go to jail and everything. And then only turns him on more.
Steve, it's Sour Shoes. Listen, I'm right in the middle of something. Let me call you right back.
Hello?
Oh, my God, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back?
Hello?
Langford's got a huge penis. I want it inside my mouth. Oh,
Hey, Sour.
big, huge penis. Steve Langford's got a huge penis.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are your parents there?
Yeah.
And you know what?
I
In
wanna
the
tell
background,
on you.
yeah, Steve's giving him a serious lecture, and you hear Sour Shoes going, oh. And it's just those bizarre noises. It's just.
And I'm sure Sour Shoes is going to get right on putting his father on the phone.
Well, actually, somebody called back.
You know, of course that's Sour Shoes. You fall for... Just listen.
Want to put them on the phone?
With your monstrous cock, I'm dripping wet.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Put them on the phone.
Oh, my God, Steve, I'm real busy. Can I call you right back?
Put them on.
I was made for loving Steve Langford.
Hello?
I'm Mike's dad. He told me that you wanted me to call you.
And how do I know
You know my
who you
son.
are?
I'm sorry. You know my son. I guess is Sour Shoes.
I see.
My name is Frank.
I see. Well, yes, Frank. How do I know you're Frank?
He told me to call you. He said you wanted to speak to me.
Right. Well,
And of course it's Sour Shoes, you know. Well, they're doing his dad voice.
No,
if you are
it's Frank.
his father, well, I don't really know whether you are or not, but if you are, you know, do you know about the phone calls he makes?
I have some idea. You know, I hear some voices coming out of the bedroom, but...
In the past couple of weeks, about 300 phone calls to me.
He calls everybody Mr. Langford.
No. If you are Frank and if you are his father, 300 phone calls.
Come on, that cannot be. Come on.
Well, I don't know whether you're his father or not, but if you are, these phone calls are harassment, and they're against the law.
Okay, how would you like me to resolve this?
Well, get control of the situation. It's against the law.
Oh, well, you know, he's
what?
He's a creative. He's a creative
No,
guy.
you're not listening. Well, listen, maybe you're not Frank. Don't waste my time. No more phone calls. Hello.
Steve Langford's monster fat peanut.
If you can hear me, can you hear me, Sour? Sour Shoes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Steve Langford's monster fat peanut.
Hey, can you hear me? Well, listen, I just want you to know that I want you to go to jail for this. And I will be happy to work on that. Because you're insistent on committing this crime over and over and over again. I want you to go to jail. Got it?
His cock measures 17.
So, in other words, I can
So
just
annoying.
call forwarding to you?
Yeah, he can't find me anyway.
Hey.
I don't even have a phone in my office.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Just the guys want you to know, so...
hey, I'm not saying he's not annoying. It's just funny how you lecture. But don't sit and lecture the guy.
No, but I can't work.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? You only encourage him by lecturing.
Excuse me. Am I supposed to bother you
Hold
all day long?
on. Sour Shoes. Stop calling Steve.
Well, this is what you need to know. That isn't really... It's Sour Shoes, but it's not. In other words... Richard and Sal love to fuck with Steve, so they've been working on this forever.
Oh,
so that's all pre-recorded sounds.
That's why I said at the beginning. It sounded like Sour Shoes.
So they were just... I mean, Sour Shoes torments Steve on his own, and then Richard and Sal have been tormenting him in addition to that for 2 years.
No, but Steve, it was
2 years to make that call.
Sour Shoes' voice.
Yeah.
Right, but like I said, it sounded like.
I heard Jason and Will are feuding with you.
It was his voice, Steve. You're not getting that.
What is it, Sal?
Howard.
Yes.
What happened
what had happened originally is that me and Richard got Sour Shoes on the phone. We would have to conference Sour and get him on. It was too much work.
Right.
So we let Sour Shoes run the tape for 2 hours, and then we cut it up to make it convenient, and we called Steve 15, 20 times a day.
Are we done with Steve now?
That's the end of it, Steve.
Yeah.
Now that we got this call.
You guys called this your greatest bit. You've been doing this for over, what, 2 years or something?
A long time, yeah.
This took a long time.
I think Jackie used to work here when we started this bit.
Who was Frank? Who was Frank? That was Sour Shoes?
No, that was Paul J. Cruz over at the Sirius side.
Oh, yeah.
High pitch Mike.
Now it's all coming clear to me because a couple of weeks ago I'm in the newsroom one afternoon, and out of nowhere I hear Steve say, "Why the fuck do I have to put up with this?" He takes the phone and throws it at the ground as hard as he can.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
I was like, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
What's going on?
I was like, who are you interviewing?
Mike was our spy, Howard. He would call me and Richard. He goes, "He's at his desk. Call him now."
Oh, that's why the news brief didn't get on the air.
All right, Steve. Well, Steve, here's a lesson for you in phony phone call history. I know about phony phone calls. I've been the victim of them. I've also made them. Never lecture the phony phone call maker. It's the worst thing you can do.
Just let it go on.
Let it go and just hang up, and then they get frustrated.
Oh, we were getting frustrated.
No, trust me, they never got frustrated.
They always kept up.
No, he would hang up a lot of times and not say nothing, and we were like, we just got to wait another week or two, and he'll finally say something to us.
All right. Thank you, boys. All right. There you go. Steve
Very
Langford.
nice,
Thank you. Very good.
All right, we are back to Uncle Bobby Radio. I am your DJ, Uncle Bobby. That was shorter than I thought, but we'll still do what I promised. I promised a top 10, but I don't have it up. I don't have the intro up. I don't have nothing because, of course, I'm trying. Kimmy's trying to help me. The virtual cable thing, we could honestly work on this. I could work on this today, and probably have people on by tomorrow, and just. Do it like most people are doing it now. You know what I mean? And that way, like, I wouldn't have to do these 3-hour shows. I could keep it running at all times, and it would just shuffle it up. You could get a program where it shuffles it up for you, on everything on your computer, like Joe Seeker does. And that's really the best way to do it, because then you can make bits and clips. And then you can go on air randomly. But the thing about it is you have to, like, and I'm not real good with that, but first off, you have to know how to install it. And yeah, there's videos and everything. I'm just scared of virtual cables. When it comes down to it, I'm scared of doing it. I'm scared of having them on air, because once I have them on air, it's a whole new way you have to learn how to do things. Because you have to, first off, when you want to go back on air, you have to, every time, and you come on a computer, every time you want to do something different, you have to change it. You have to go in your settings and change everything up again. I hate that. You know what I mean? So I hate that about it, because I'll forget. I'll try to go live, and I'm like, why can't they hear me? What is going on? Blah, blah, the whole thing when I try to talk on Skype, and it just, I don't know. I want to be able to just do everything one way and not have to go to my settings 100 fucking times a day. That's all. And now, if there's a way to figure that out, then good. And then I also got to figure out how to friggin' unzip it, like this whole unzipping thing. So it's gonna be a process. Eventually, we'll get it together and we'll figure it out. I'm just a slow learner, but once I learn it, I got it, and I'll do it, and it'll be good. It'll be great. And it'll be all sugar and cake. You know what I mean? But yeah. Well, so. Right after this Cat Williams exclusive is what it was called when I got it. It's not really an exclusive. I've seen this bit. It's about the tiger. It's funny, though. It's a clip of his stand-up. Classic stand-up. Me and my girl watched it on HBO when he did it, and it was really good. So it's just a 4-minute clip of him about the tiger. He's visual, though. He's humping the goddamn stool and all this, but it's still pretty good. Still pretty good audio, and then when we come back, then we'll do the top 10.
All I'm saying is you got to look at this shit from the tiger's motherfucking viewpoint. First of all, this ain't no fake-ass got it at the mall tiger. This a real goddamn tiger, like the kind that be on National Geographic. Every time you turn it on the back of a wildebeest ass and shit. The wildebeest don't even be dead. I'm not even dead yet. I don't give a fuck.